it's Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Anthony.
And today we're talking about having second thoughts about secondhand clothing.
OK， 所以在这个地方你看到这个 title 有没有 Having second thoughts about secondhand clothing？ 你又听起来有点 second 的感觉，有没有哈？什么叫做 having second thoughts 呢？就是再想一想，再好好想想。Before you do anything, you have to think clearly. OK, about secondhand clothing. Secondhand 当然指的是二手的 ，secondhand clothing 当然指的是二手衣物。
So today we have a whole bunch of INGs in this story. Take a second, look through the article, find your INGs and think, why do I use an ING here? Today we'll look at a whole bunch of ways to use them, and let's see how many you can do before we can.
OK， 所以在这里的话，老师邀请大家说，在我们继续往下看之前呢，你要不要先看一下文章里面，找找看有多少 VING 的使用方式？那为什么它会使用到 VING 呢？我们今天会好好的、详细的去介绍这些 VING 的使用机会。
来到今天的 Tips in Use， 我们今天要来跟大家聊到的是想清楚，差一个字可是差了108000里哦。为什么会有这样子的主题呢？其实是因为呢这一次的文章里头标题中出现了一个 have second thoughts， 这里的直译来讲的话，表示有了其他的想法，有了第二个想法。那所以呢，本来的这个意思其实就是指呢改变主意了你对原来的想法呢产生动摇的意思。那另外呢还有一个片语，可能大家也会常常看到的是 on second thoughts那字面上的意思就是在第二个想法上 right？ 那其实它的意思就是呢，你表示他本来要改变主意，但是转念一想，再次考虑以后，又决定了点所以是描述这样的一个过程。那这个片语呢，它是相当口语的一个用法所以我们来看看生活的实例，让大家更了解一下。比如说看到第一个例句呢，讲到说，听完我的意见后Claire 对于安排事务方面呢改变了想法。这时候呢，你就可以说 Claire had second thoughts about managing things after hearing my opinion. Alright? 那大家看看第二个呢，句子讲到说，转念一想也许我应该少吃点，在规律运动呢，来减轻体重。那这时候你当然就可以用上我们刚刚讲的第二个片语了，你会说 on second thoughts 转念一想 on second thoughts, maybe I should go on a diet.And exercise regularly to lose some weight. 那所以呢，重点在于前面的 on second thought， 转念一想，它表达了一个原本表示他并没有要这样子做，但是现在转念一想之后，他的决定换成了后面我们描述的句子内容了。Alright， 所以这两个呢，差一个字真的是差108000里。不过呢，两个一起背倒是蛮好背的。那用法呢，多用就会熟练了。
All right, so again, today we have a bunch of INGs, and we actually have already seen our first one. Look at the title, Having Second Thoughts. This is just a regular verb into noun. We can say, I have second thoughts. We can say that, but here we're saying having second thoughts.
没有错，所以说第一个我们会使用到 VING 的情况，就是我们要把一个动词转变成名词的时候，比方说 learn English 学英文哦你。那但是如果说 learning English 就是学英文这件事情 is fun 很好玩，这时候你就可以把它 learn 变成 learning 这样的概念。所以在这里我们看到第一个 title 的部分 having second thoughts， 这个时候 having 就是把动词 have 改变成名词 having 的一种使用方法。
All right, let's look at our first sentence here. On the surface, at face value, it sounds simple enough. You have clothes you don't want anymore, so instead of just throwing ing them away, you donate them to a charity.
OK， 所以在最开始的时候 on the surface， 老师刚刚有提到 at face value， 好 at face value 就是从表面上来看 on the surface， 好都是使我们常常会听到一种说法叫 take something at face value， 意思就是你光看表面你就相信了这个说法，好就 accepting something to be true without looking into it。好，这种情况下的时候就是 on the surface or at face value 的使用方法。那他就说了，在表面上看来呢 ，it sounds simple enough， 看似非常非常简单。You have clothes you don't want anymore， 你有不要穿的衣服呢 ，so instead of just throwing them away， 与其呢就直接把它们丢掉。好，那 you donate them to a charity， 你把这些衣服呢，干脆就直接捐到这些慈善机构里头。刚刚老师还有提到另外一个部分，就是 instead of throwing them away instead of 后面介系词后头，它们如果有 throw 这个动词的话，我们要把它变成名词的形态。这时候怎么变呢？只要加 ing 变成 throwing 就可以了。
All right, so on the lesson I do with Lori, we're doing one on the Christmas witch, and we talk about instead 没有加 of 的介系词 very quickly. When you use instead of, 你后面要加 the thing you don't want to do. You don't want to do it. If you use instead 没有 of 的介系词 you want to do that thing. So for example, instead of going to the movie, we should study for the test.
没有错。所以在使用的时候呢，我们在用 instead of 的时候，记得有 of 的情况下，后面会先接你不要做的事情。那如果说今天刚刚老师那句话，你可以说我们呢 we didn't go to the movies. Instead 逗号，如果没有 of 的情况 ，instead 逗号后面接的东西就是你该做的、你要做、你想做的事。
The next sentence says, the charity ships those clothes overseas to a nation in need.
OK， 所以接下来他就继续说了。好 ，the charity， 然后这个慈善机构呢 ships those clothes， 好 ，ship 这个地方当动词使用，就把这些东西运往怎么样？把这些衣服运往 overseas 海外 to a nation in need， 给一个需要这些衣物的国家。
So the word charity, if you look at it really closely, it's a really old Latin word that means care.
所以说 charity 这个字呢，它是来自于 care 这个拉丁的字根 care 这样的一个字根的。
So charity, care. Like if you give to charity because you care.
没有错。所以因为你关心人家，所以说你把这个东西给慈善机构。而且在这边注意一下 ，charity 这个字在使用的时候呢，往往它可以当不可数的用法。所以说今天 all the money will go to charity。那意思就是去做慈善，这是一个概念，这是 uncountable noun。可是在这个地方，我们说donate them to a charity。当你有配上 charity 的时候，它指的意思就是慈善机构，是一个实体的 charitable organization。
All right, let's go with the next sentence. You've done a good deed that is helping people, right?
OK， 所以第三句话 ，You've done a good deed， 你已经做了一件好事 ，that is helping people，right？ 所以这个地方你又看到了第三个 ing 的情况 is helping。那在这里的话，就是当然是搭配这个现在进行式的时候 is helping， 这时候会用 ing。
And look before that, we have the present perfect tense. The present perfect tense 现在完成时，我从过去到现在有什么影响 right? So what you gave the clothes away in the past.But they are still helping people right now. And in this sentence, it's really obvious because we paired present perfect tense with the present continuous tense. 很明显 you are helping someone right now.
没有错，所以老师这边提到这个句子的前半段 ，You've done a good deed. This is something you did. 你之前做的事情，可是之前做的事情一直到现在都还持续有着影响。这时候就是使用现在完成式的使用时机。So you've done a good deed， 代表这个影响。这个 influence 持续到现在都还有，然后后面去搭配这个现在进行式is helping people 是正在帮助他人的。
And our next sentence says, well, according, ing number 4, to the East African community, the EAC, it's not that simple.
OK， 所以在这里的话，我们看到第四个用到 ing 的哈 ，according to 这个地方就是固定的使用方法哈，you have to say that according to 根据。通常你提到根据 according to 的话，就是往往后面接的是一个类似像官方的一些数据啦或什么的。但是如果你今天讲到说根据我的经验，你不能说 according to my experience，you have to say I learned from my experience。这个地方要特别小心 ，according to。不能老师把中文的 according to 根据一定要翻成英文的 according to， 要看状况。所以在这里的话 ，according to the East African Community (EAC) 这个机构呢，它叫做东非共同体。好，根据他们这个统计指出呢 ，it's not that simple。事情其实可没有那么简单。所以有的时候，当你听到 it's not that simple 的时候 ，that means we have to look。Under the surface， 我们必须不能只看表面，要去深究一下里面到底是有什么样的特殊的地方。
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands out from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Well, she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair.
All right, paragraph 2, let's take a look. In 2015, some of the states of the EAC, including ing number 5, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, and others, announced they were going to reject secondhand clothing, ing 6, donations from the U.S. Ooh, very long sentence.
好长的句子哦，不过没关系，我们把它分解一下就知道了。在这句话里，他提到说 ，in 2015，好，这是2015年的时候呢 ，some of the states of the EAC， 这个 states 其实指的意思是 countries 的意思。好，在这里的话，东非共同体的这里面的一些国家呢。Including 老师刚刚提到说 ，including 又看到 ing 了，对不对？在这种情况下 ，including 它的这个，因为 include 这个字本来是动词，如果在这里面如果要去表达一个名词后面放上了这个一个动词，可是它真的后面还有动词的时候，你要把这个动词变成这个 VING 的形式。比方说，我有一个印象非常深刻的就是在那个Adele 艾黛尔的一首歌叫《Rolling in the Deep》。你不知道你有没有听过 ？There's a fire starting in my heart。所以你会发现到说，他一开头唱这个 There's a fire starting in my heart。
Waiting for you to say
Right, exactly。所以在这里 there is 有动词，对不对 ？A fire start 这个是动词嘛？可是，在 fire 后面的时候，你不能再使用动词的时候，你就要讲 starting in my heart。这时候就是 the fire starts in my heart， 但是它用一种缩写的方式来表达这个东西的话，就常我们叫做这种分词构句的形态。好，在名词后面加上 VING 来表达，这个地方它就是个很明显的例子。所以整句话意思就是说，在东非共同体这里面的某些国家呢，其中包括了乌干达啦、坦桑尼亚啦、肯亚这些，还有其他一些国家，他们宣布了一件事情 ，announced they were going to reject。好 ，reject 就是拒绝 secondhand clothing donation from the U.S. 来自美国的二手衣捐赠。
This reject, if you take off the R, it's like the word we use when someone is in an airplane and they push the button and their chair flies out. That word is eject. So you throw it out. The pilot flies out of his airplane. Eject, reject.
没有错，所以老师提到另外一个字也是 ject， 好 ，J-E-C-T， 但是呢前面加一个 e。好，加一的时候就是咚弹出去，就像说你在看到那个很多人在开飞机的时候，最后要被击落了，他们赶快按那个 eject 这个键，咚，它就会弹射出去。那 reject 把这个前面这个地方R1变成 R1的时候，就是拒绝的意思。eject 这个字，我倒是想到以前我们在那个播那个卡式的那种录音带的时候，它有 eject，就是把它这个弹出来，你要换新的卡带的时候，你可以按那个 eject 这个键。
All right, we have clothing, our 6th ing here, and clothing is not really the same as clothes. The thing you have in your house, the things you are wearing right now, those are your clothes. When we say clothing, we're talking more about like the ifu, the concept, the idea, or the industry of clothes. Now, when you go to the store to buy ifu, you go to the clothes store. We not really say like clothing store. At least I don't.
OK， 所以说这个地方的话，我跟老师的那个习惯就不太一样。我们如果说到服饰店的话，我比较常听到有人讲说 a clothing store， 代表服饰店。Clothes store 的话，可能是地方在使用的话
absolutely could be a regionalism.
没错。所以在这里的话，老师刚刚提到说 clothing 这个词的话，十之八九会提到一个概念，一个 a concept， 或者是提到这个服饰业 an industry。好，所以在使用的时候，你可以使用 clothing。但是这边的话，又是我们第6个 ing 看到的状况。
All right, our next sentence says, they said that although these clothes can help people immediately, they hurt them in the long run.
你或许会觉得奇怪，为什么人家送你衣服你还不要呢？他马上后面就讲了 ，They said that although these clothes can help people immediately， 虽然这些衣服呢，二手衣对他们当地的人们有及时的帮助。但是呢 ，they hurt them in the long run。可是就长期来看，是会伤害到他们的。这样子听起来觉得哇，为什么会伤害呢？想必后面一定有更清楚的解释。
We can say in the short run, but at least for me, I usually hear people say in the short term, T-E-R-M.
对，如果说今天就长期来看是 in the long run， 可是如果老师在讲说，有的时候有人会讲说 短期的话，你可以说 in the short run， 但是比较多人会讲 in the short term，T-E-R-M 的那个 short term， 比较不会说 in the short run， 所以我们会讲短期来说 in the short term， 长期来说 in the long run。
You know the U.S. exports 450 million kilograms of clothes a year.
哇，我不知道哎，所以说老师刚刚就提到说，你知不知道美国到底他们输出多少的这个二手衣物呢？他好像是老师刚刚提到是450
million kilograms.
哇，4.5亿公斤的衣物。哦、that's a lot， 好多。
That's right. Let's see why this is a problem. This is a real problem. According to the EAC, secondhand clothing donations damage local clothing industries that provide valuable jobs.
原来最后事情的真相终于出来了。根据这个东非共同体的这种说法 ，according to the EAC, secondhand clothing donation 二手衣的捐赠呢，damage local clothing industries， 它会冲击到当地的这些服饰业 that provide valuable jobs。那这个服饰业呢，其实本身有提供许多的机会，那一旦被冲击到了，当地很多人工作机会，想必是也就没有了嘛。
In short, a donated shirt can keep someone warm today, but a job making ing7 shirts could help that person for a lifetime.
所以在这边这个你会看到 in short 简言之呢，好 in short or in a word 好，很多时候你会看到这样的说法哈。简言之呢 ，a donated shirt 好捐出去的这个衣服呢 ，can keep someone warm today， 也许可以让今天呢感觉上说好温暖，好棒哦。可是 But a job making shirts could help that person for a lifetime。但如果你能找到一个工作是来自制作当地的服饰业制作衣服的呢？这个是我们第7个看到的 VING， 这边的 making 跟刚刚我们讲的 including 是一样，放在名词后面用 VING 的那种情况来表达 a job that makes shirts。好，所以在这里的话就是这样的意思。那制作衣服的这样的工作呢，可以帮助这个人一辈子，而不只是一天而已。
Have you ever met Miss Lindy? She's a gal with the bright red hair. Now she stands high from all the rest. You know her anywhere. Well, she's mine. Yeah, she's mine. Well, I love that little girl with the bright red hair.
Okay, let's take a look at our final paragraph here. The secondhand clothing ban was to take effect this year. When we see was to take effect or was to plus something, there was a plan, but it didn't happen. We can also say was supposed to happen or was supposed to take effect this year.
Wow， 这个地方很重要哦。When you say was to do something， 意思其实只是 there was a plan, but it got cancelled。好，意思就是本来有计划呢，但是后来取消了，就可以使用 was to do something， 或者是老师刚刚所讲的 was supposed to do something， 本来应该要这样的事情。所以在这边这句话，他提到说 the second-hand clothing ban， 这个二手衣捐赠的这个禁令呢。本来应该要 take effect， 本来要生效的 this year， 今年要生效的，所以就提到 take effect 的时候，往往主词会提到的是 it could be a law, a rule, or even a system。如果说 a system takes effect, that means it's being used now。所以在是被使用的时候，或是立即生效，都可以使用 take effect 这样的动词片语。
However, when the U.S. started pressuring, number 8, there's our 8th ing.The EAC, with other economic restrictions, the ban was thrown out. So why do we have an ing here? Well, this one's pretty easy. We have two verbs together. We could say start to pressure or start pressuring. When we use this ing, it feels like there's a lot of pressure or continuously. And don't forget, pressure is a non-count noun.
没有错，所以在这边使用的时候呢，我们在说 when the U.S. 然而呢 when the U.S. 美国 started pressuring 这个地方 pressure 这个字其实是当动词使用的，可是我们已经有 started 这个字了，又是动词。
I said non-count noun. It's a verb here. I'm so sorry. So used to saying pressure, non-count now. Sorry.
没错，没错。好，在这里的话，它就是当动词使用嘛 ，started pressuring the EAC， 就开始对这个 EAC 东非共同体呢开始施压 ，with other economic restrictions， 用其他这种经济的这种约束力或限制力去限制这个东非经济这个共同体。The ban was thrown out， 所以到后来呢，这个禁令呢就这样子告终了，就没有办法继续施行下去。
Anthony saves the day. All right, let's look at our next sentence. Now the EAC will only put higher taxes on secondhand clothing imports.
OK， 所以现在呢 ，the EAC 东非经济体呢，共同体呢 will only put higher taxes on secondhand clothing imports。所以你会注意到说，那他现在既然说没有办法禁止，那怎么办呢？我们想办法去用很高的这种税。用税的方式去来制衡它，它这个地方 put higher taxes on 就是对什么东西课税。除了用 put 之外，其实有时候还可以用到 impose。impose 这个字 ，impose impose higher taxes on secondhand clothing imports。对于这种二手衣进口呢，我们实施高的关税，好，课重税。
Now, we actually already said the opposite of an import. Import means to bring it in. We said export because the U.S. exports 450 million kilograms of secondhand clothing a year.
没错，所以提到进口、出口的话，除了我们这边看到的 imports， 好，这边是指的是进口。那如果是出口的话是 export。好，所以在这里的话，我们只要把 im 拿掉，变成 ex， 就变成从进口变成出口了。所以 ex， 你刚刚看到什么出口有没有 ？emergency exit， 所以 ex 往往有出去的意思。那这样 export， 好，这个字的话变成出口也是刚刚好而已嘛。
Hopefully, it's the start of a process that will help the EAC build up its own strong economy. When we see build up, that means we're growing, but it feels a little slowly. This is not really fast. This is not something that blows up very quickly. A build up is a slow growth.
没有错。所以在这条 build up 就是慢慢累积，好，这样的一个感觉是有一个逐渐成长的。Hopefully， 如果顺利的话，希望可以能够达到后面这个效果，你可以用 hopefully。It is the start of a process。好，这只是一件过程的开始。什么过程呢 ？That will help EAC 能够帮助这个东非的共同体呢。Build up its own strong economy， 慢慢把它的经济慢慢累积，变得更加的坚强，而不要受到二手衣捐赠的冲击跟影响。
So clothes are expensive when you go to the department store. Like the shirt I'm wearing cost 800 NT.
Oh.
Right? So does it look like it? So when you buy one of these secondhand shirts from, say, Kenya, how much does all of this cost?
所以说老师刚刚提到说，你要去这个百货公司买的话，光他身上这一件就要800，我觉得看起来穿在你身上有2000的价值呢。所以说到底你要去想说，这些二手衣运到肯亚的话，到底要花多少的成本呢
？So it costs 4.5 NT to get each shirt to Kenya.
所以说今天你把衣服运到肯亚的话，每件差不多要花4块半台币这样子的成本。
Someone will wash and iron this second-hand shirt for 9 NT.
OK， 所以说有的人他可能会花9块钱这样的费用呢，去洗，把这些衣服洗一洗，而且把它烫好。
And then someone will tailor it to fit local bodies for 5.5 NT.
然后每一件衣服大概花5.5块，也就是5块半台币，然后去帮你把它制作成符合当地人穿的这种身材。
And then finally, someone will sell this shirt at some market for about 60 to 90 NT.
哇，所以说到了这个当地的市场之后呢，就差不多他们会卖60块到90块台币这样的价钱把这个二手衣卖掉。
So if you're a person without a lot of money, do you buy one 800 NT shirt or do you find a good shirt for about 90 NT?
没错，所以说你今天没什么钱的话，你会去买一件800块的这个衣服呢，还是会去买一件60几块、90几块的衣服呢？
That's right. Yeah, so all these secondhand clothes damages the local companies.
所以说你会知道说这些二手衣当然会冲击到当地的成衣市场。
Charity is good, but this one is a little bit too much.
是行善是好事，但是这种行善其实这样做实在是太超过了。
All right, we're out of time and enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Anthony.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Article. Having second thoughts about second-hand clothing. On the surface, it sounds simple enough. You have clothes you don't want anymore, so instead of just throwing them away, you donate them to a charity. The charity ships those clothes overseas to a nation in need. You've done a good deed that is helping people, right? Well, according to the East African Community, EAC, it's not that simple. In 2015, some of the states of the EAC, including Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, and others, announced they were going to reject secondhand clothing donations from the U.S. They say that although these clothes can help people immediately, they hurt them in the long run. According to the EAC, secondhand clothing donations damage local clothing industries that provide valuable jobs. In short, a donated shirt can keep someone warm today, but a job making shirts could help that person for a lifetime. The secondhand clothing ban was to take effect this year. However, when the U.S. started pressuring the EAC with other economic restrictions, the ban was thrown out. Now, the EAC will only put higher taxes on second-hand clothing imports. Hopefully, it's the start of a process that will help the EAC build up its own strong economy.